Good evening from Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City, Kansas. A beautiful day in the heartland for today's Central Division clash between Sporting Kansas City 2 and FC Tulsa USL Championship. Alongside Doug McClagan, I'm Carter Augustine, and Doug, a fascinating encounter for us this evening. Last time FC Tulsa said they were done being barbecued by Kansas City, their first ever win in the first game of the season between these two sides, but they're coming into this one on the back of a tough loss.
Yeah, they got a hammer in. The bad thing, or the good thing maybe, it was 14 days ago, so they've had 14 days to think about it. And so I'm expecting on the rebound tonight them to be extremely good.
And for the home side, SKC2, they'll be looking for revenge. It's an FC Tulsa side that they've done so well in their history, 7-1-1, and they're leaning towards John Polskin to put them back in the win column after a wonderful start on Sunday.
Yeah, he was tremendous on Sunday. He made 6 saves, and we managed to get our first shutout of the season. So it's great to have him between the sticks, and he's certainly going to help big time tonight.
One of 8 players on loan from SKC in the starting 11 for the home side tonight. And for the visitors, they'll be looking towards Rodrigo da Costa, an attacking player that had a good match the first time these two met this season. Yeah,
they're going to have to watch him. He scored a goal and got an assist in that game. That was the first ever win over Sporting Kansas City 2. And so he's obviously a player they're going to have to keep an eye on if they're going to try and get that other clean sheet today. Some
changes in the FC Tulsa lineup. We'll get to those and the starting 11 for both sides, as well as the first half kick in this matchup between Sporting KC2 and FC Tulsa. Welcome back to Children's Mercy Park. We are just about ready for kickoff between Sporting KC2 and FC Tulsa. And let's get to the lineups. And for the visitors, 3 changes from their last match, which took place 2 weeks ago today. A thumping 5-0 on the road at Atlanta 2, as Joaquin Rivas is away with El Salvador. Jorge Corrales also away with Cuba and also suspended for this match. Kemba Kibato goes to the bench. In their place come Jerome Kiesewetter, Lucas Coutinho, and Marlon and Doug. They're listed as a 3-4-3, but we're not so sure how FC Tulsa will line up.
Yeah, I think there'll be that traditional back 4. I think in the warm-up we saw Matt Sheldon actually come back to that left-back position, so they're probably going to be the traditional 4-3-3.
And for the home side, Sporting KC2 unchanged from their last match out, a 0-0 on Sunday here against El Paso Locomotive FC. 8 players on loan from Sporting Kansas City. 7 players, 21 or under. In fact, Amadou Dia, the only player over 23 in the starting 11 here for that man, Paulo Nagamura, in his 4th season at the helm of SKC2. Still looking for their first win of the season, the home side, and Michael Encien in his 3rd full season in charge of FC Tulsa. They've been getting better every single season. Started this year 3-0 before that tough loss in Atlanta 2 weeks ago. Game on in Kansas City, Kansas. Children's Mercy Park, the site for tonight's Central Division encounter in the Eastern Conference. Sporting Kansas City 2 in their blue on blue stripes, going from right to left, hosting FC Tulsa in the all-white from left to right. Well, FC Tulsa in the first match of the season dispatched Sporting Kansas City 2 in Oklahoma by 2-0. They said they were done being barbecued by Kansas City. The first win in the series between these two sides. SKC2 with a 7-win, 1-draw, and now that 1-loss advantage. Hoping to get back to winning ways against FC Tulsa and record their first win of the season. Alongside Doug McClagan, I'm Carter Augustine, and well, Doug, revenge on the minds of SKC2, and they just played Sunday, whereas FC Tulsa have had a 2-week layoff. What do you make in this matchup here this evening?
Well, like I said, 2 weeks to think about all the things that went wrong against Atlanta 2. There's been some changes, and that's because they had to change because of international duties, but I'm sure they are raring to go, and they're going to be definitely putting their foot forward tonight, I guarantee you.
And it will be all eyes on the 3 changes. Jerome Kiesewetter getting his first start of the season. So too Marlon and Lucas Coutinho, as they've been a pretty steady side, FC Tulsa, with their starting 11s in the opening 4 matches of their season. 3 wins to go with that 1 loss. And they'll be missing 2 massive players. Jorge Corrales suspended after being sent off in that match. And this looks like it took a touch off Grayson Barber for a throw to the visitors.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do tonight. You know, they lost 5-0 to Atlanta 2, but I looked at the stats, and 3 of those goals came within 5 minutes in the first half, and that kind of deflates you and takes you out of the game for sure. So, you know, 3 quick attempts on goal that all went in, and all of a sudden your head goes down, and then it becomes 4 just at half-time, and then 5 later on in the second half. So the shot count was fairly close. So I'm not going to say they were hammered, like I said earlier, but they definitely gave up 5-0, which nobody likes to do. But I think it was a lot closer than the score actually determined.
On the slide, that was really well handled along the back line. And it's a free kick for the visitors. Well, we said Jorge Corrales missing Kemba Kibato to the bench, but Joaquin Rivas may be the biggest one missing here tonight. The leading goal scorer, 4 goals for this side, which is tied for 2nd best in the entire league. And he's called up for the June World Cup qualifiers for El Salvador.
And that's great for him, but I think SKC2 will tell you this. Goal scorers are very, very valuable, and that's right now probably the biggest problem that Sporting Kansas City 2 has. They don't have a consistent goal scorer. They've only scored 2 goals, and the guy who's missing for them has scored 4, so that tells you the picture right there.
And creating chances, SKC2, but just the 2 goals so far this season in their 6 matches, and they've got some defending to do, as here comes Marlon down the right side, and he's defended really well by Amadou Dia.
Lovely challenge to get stuck in nice and early there.
A leader at the back, Amadou Dia, only player over 23, and there's a turnover from the throw. Wilson Harris waiting for the overlap, and he has it. Enoch Mushagalusa, 1v1 into the area, and he's curling it towards the far corner. Well, we saw him on Sunday from that position, thwack one off the crossbar, and this time Enoch Mushagalusa puts it wide.
I was going to say a little deja vu there. He cut inside, and I'm like, I feel like I've seen this before. Just a little bit off this time. The one on Sunday was just beautiful.
That speaks to that's creating chances for SKC2, just haven't been able to convert. So they had another cleared off the line in that 0-0 draw against El Paso Locomotive on Sunday. They've named an unchanged side here this evening for the very first time this season. Kave Rod comes over and clears us out.
I think it's good to have that consistency. You know, like you said, I can't remember the last time they had the same lineup the next game. So that consistency, the creating opportunities, it was a really good game against a really experienced team. Now they've just got to be a little bit more efficient in that final third.
They'll have to be efficient in defending from a long throw, it appears, as Bradley Bourgeois loading up and launching into the area. It's towards the near post. Back for Bourgeois. And Dia gets plotted from John Poolskamp in goal for that clearance.
Yeah, very good. Just sitting in front of that 6-yard box and not letting anything get by him.
Oh, double flick there and trickling behind for the first corner kick of the match. Nervy moments there inside the box.
Not sure he got the first flick. We'll see it here, but the second one came off Rod for sure. No, that was well flicked by Santos, I believe.
Triple flick in the end here.
Wow, that could have gone anywhere.
Well, there's a saying in Argentina, 2 headers in the box winds up as a goal. Luckily for SKC2, 3 headers led to the first corner of the match. Goes to the visitors.
Hey, fucking attack it! Attack it!
Left-footed delivery in towards the 6. And Dia again gets his head to it. There are players lurking on the penalty spot. Recycle back into the area. Poolskamp, a strong punch. Lindsay will keep it in play, hoofing it towards Harris. No, he didn't keep it in play. Out of bounds for a throw.
Some credit there for Dia. Blocked one earlier for that corner, then clears the one that came into the box. And then the ball for Poolskamp there was just slightly over him. I thought he was going to catch it with 2 hands, but I think he felt like it was going a little bit too far. So just decided for safety reasons just to punch it away.
Another long throw into the area. Headed down, blocked by Rod, and again by Kave Rod.
He's coming.
Shot blocked on the edge of the area. The clearance blocked, I should say, as it's out. And a chance to relieve a bit of pressure here for SKC2. Dia with the long throw. Got his eyes up, and Rod was in space. This will allow SKC2 to push out a little bit here. Felipe Hernandez crossing the halfway line. Dia, lovely touch over the slide tackle of Bourgeois. He's looking in behind for Mushagalusa. It's a throw in the attacking area of the pitch for SKC2.
Some great communication there by Dia and Mushagalusa. Mushagalusa took the run inside, took the fullback in with him, and left the gap outside for the overlapping fullback.
Hernandez for Rod. Everybody inside the attacking half now for SKC2. Dia for Mushagalusa. Looking inside for Hernandez. Last-ditch challenge there, and it had to be a good one. Peter Kuich is down holding his head here. We'll take a look at what happened to the man celebrating his 22nd birthday today, Peter Kuich.
Yeah, just a hand to the ear. Probably painful at the time, but not intentional.
Well, Rodrigo da Costa didn't get the birthday invitation. A sore one for Peter Kuich.
Lucas, look for the next run.
Still holding that jaw, trying to defend the ensuing throw-in. There he is, nipping in ahead of da Costa. Back for Poolskamp, who's delivered it towards the sideline and hands up between the 2 players there.
I'm sure he would have liked a nicer ball back. That was a tough ball to handle, and he did quite well. I thought he'd probably just put it down and knock it up the field, but he tried to play out to the fullback, and unfortunately didn't connect, and it's in for a throw in for another long throw again.
Seen these a few times already. Bourgeois into Mushagalusa. Now Dia rising high above Bourgeois, and it's out for another throw. Amadou Dia has been first to a lot of those long throws in the early stages, but they'll have another corner kick to defend here, SKC2.
Quickly. Come on. Hey, come on. Toes here quick. Toes quick.
Well, I think like we expected, Tulsa FC has come out on fire, and they're definitely putting a lot of pressure on SKC2, that's for sure. But that's what we would have expected.
Lucas Coutinho just got his first sub appearance in Atlanta. He's got his first start of the season. He whips this in towards the near post. Jalen Lindsay wearing the captain's armband for the second consecutive match for SKC2, and the right back able to clear.
I got a feeling SKC2 have just got to ride this first 10-15 minutes. Like I said, Tulsa hasn't played for 2 weeks, and you can see they are raring to go. So maybe SKC2 just needs to focus on the defense, make sure everything's cleared, take things easy to start off with, and then build slowly into the game as it goes along.
Kevin Garcia there along the back, turning it over to Dia. Inside for Duke, and he felt the pressure breathing down his neck. And here come SKC2 down the right side. Kuich looking over the top for Mushagalusa. He's kept it in play here, slots it towards the penalty spots. Scrambled out of play this time, Rafael Ayagua.
Yeah, great switch play there from Kuich, but even better defending there by Ayagawa. Read the play, came across and stole it. That's just smart defending.
Mushagalusa into the area, and there's some scrambling. It's flashed across the face of goal and cleared out by Matt Sheldon. And now a hefty challenge. It goes as a foul. A free kick here for SKC2, but Enoch Mushagalusa causing a lot of problems inside the area. Kave Rod is the man down. We'll take a look at the man with Matiti on his back here, causing some problems.
That was a good effort by him, but Ayagua was the one who again got the deflection on. Here's just a little late challenge. It's kind of fortunate. I don't think he went in the book, but he's fortunate to get away with that. But really, that's the first challenge of the game, so refs just said, hey, that's it, no more of that stuff, please.
A late one from the striker, Jerome Kiesewetter, in his first start of the season for FC Tulsa, and a painful one for Kave Rod. Dusts himself off and joins the fray just outside the penalty area. It's curled in right on the penalty spot. Headed high into the sky by Marlon. And eventually hooked clear, but only as far as Hernandez. And SKC2 maintain possession.
Nice to see Felipe Hernandez on free kicks again. Kind of missed that last year and the year before. Well, really the year before that, he was brilliant. Here's an opportunity for Tulsa.
On the break, here come the visitors. Rodrigo da Costa. It's a good touch inside the area. And the opening goal comes from FC Tulsa, and Lucas Coutinho, with his first goal for the club, puts the visitors up by 1-0.
And that was a great ball by da Costa, but the first touch of Coutinho was just brilliant. Let's just watch this. Unfortunately, a turnover in the midfield, and just quick attacking there, gets his head up, looks what the options are, but watch this first touch by Coutinho. Oh my God, that was just beautiful. Opened everything up for just a simple tap in. Touch, touch, finish. Brilliant finish.
Into the starting lineup and into the goals as well. Lucas Coutinho with the assist from Rodrigo da Costa. That makes his second assist in 2 matches against Sporting KC2. Yeah, Tulsa FC take the early lead here.
Just a harmless, turnover in the midfield. The next minute, that was a quick breakaway. Great ball, great touch, and Pulskamp could not do anything about that. That's just a fantastic finish.
Well, Sporting Kansas City have 4 come-from-behind victories already in 2021. We'll see what SKC2 can try and do the remainder of this match. They find themselves down. Lindsay. In between a few players there. It's well defended and it's won back by FC Tulsa, and it's helped along into the path of Kiesewetter, and they have numbers streaking forward again, FC Tulsa. Kiesewetter towards Marlon, into the area, and 3 very livid FC Tulsa players with their teammate there, Marlon.
I don't know if it was the wrong decision. He just didn't hit it, so it was never going to bother the keeper.
And now immediately up the other side, Barber stops on a dime, slams into that challenge, and it's scrambled out by Kevin Garcia.
Just seems like Ayagua is everywhere. He's making every block. He was blocking inside the 6-yard box. Now he's blocking outside where the right wing position is. He's all over the place.
22-year-olds was an ever-present for FC Tulsa last season, appeared in all 16 matches. He's anchoring the midfield here again tonight. Lindsay has it taken away only momentarily as the back heel doesn't quite come off for Dario Suarez. Now Wilson Harris over towards the right side of the attack. He's stopped in his tracks, and FC Tulsa will just clear their lines. Dia and Mushagalusa helping it in for Hernandez. Touches it away from Modu Jadama, and the center back able to get a toe poke to that one.
Well, we said Sporting Kansas City 2 had to weather the storm. Unfortunately, we're 16 minutes in and they've not got past that storm yet. But you can feel them slowly creeping into the game. But they're going to have to do something they've done a lot of this year so far, and that's score goals.
Perhaps this man is the cure for that. Wilson Harris trying to combine with Dia there. Well, it's poked away brilliantly by Hernandez, but the sliding tackle, and it's cleared. Well, that man again, the 99 for FC Tulsa. SKC2 relock and reload here. Dia and Mushagalusa flicking it towards Harris. It's over the head of Harris, almost a pass to himself there. Mushagalusa. SKC2 able to win it back again. Barbier past Kuich. Loose touch from DaCosta, really bailing SKC2 out. And now Duke streaming forward, and he pokes it into the path of Barber. First time cross into the 6 and cleared out for a corner.
Great penetration pass there from Duke, and very well done there on the wing to get that ball across, because the defender was right with him. He managed to get across the face of goal, but again, good defending by the centre backs of Tulsa.
That time, Modu Jadama just getting across Wilson Harris to clear.
And SKC2's just got to be careful in the midfield. They had a little turnover again there, and they cannot afford to go down by a second goal by making a simple mistake in midfield there. They've just got to be careful with the ball.
Dia and Hernandez standing over this one. It'll be Dia curling it towards the back post. Kuich nods it over the crossbar. Well seen too by Sean Lewis, and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, good effort by Kuich, but keep had it covered all the way. Nice deep ball there. He did well to put it back across the face of the goal. Unfortunately, it was always going over, and goalkeeper Lewis knew that.
Into the 19th minute on a beautiful evening here in Kansas City. That wasn't kept in play on the far side by Sheldon, so it's out and quickly taken from the throw by the home side. Mushagalusa, he's got Dia on the overlap. Inside from Marlon, who's remaining pesky on the heels of Mushagalusa. And now Rod. And inside comes Lindsay for Kuich. Rod and Danny Barbier now in his 5th start this season. Barbier it's just out of reach for Dia, but he manages to recover, and Harris leaves it for Duke. A wonderful pass! Oh, just wide! And Felipe Hernandez flashes it wide of the far post.
Wow, that would have been an incredible goal. Just the build-up. 8, 10, 12 passes, great cross, brilliant layoff by Harris, and this ball by Duke was absolutely beautiful. And it just came off the outside. His foot was always bending away from that far post. Not an easy strike when the ball's coming across your body that quick, but fantastic effort. That would have been an incredible goal.
Felipe Hernandez combining there with his fellow Academy products and SKC loanee Cam Duke. And Hernandez making his 2nd consecutive start for SKC2, 61 minutes on Sunday. He started, well, he got a minute, I should say, as a sub against New York Red Bulls in the first match of the MLS season. He's had a bit of an injury, Felipe Hernandez, and to SKC2's benefit here for the 2nd consecutive match. Former Young Player of the Year finalist in the USL Championship, Felipe Hernandez. And now some arguments on the far side here as Barber was chasing it down and trying to pester Kevin Garcia into a mistake, but it'll be a goal kick.
So I think we saw a bit of this on Sunday where Sporting Kansas City 2 created opportunities, just unfortunately did not put them in the back of the net. And again, 2 minutes ago, that Felipe Hernandez was just well created, good ball movement, good movement off the ball, and unfortunately by maybe an inch, it misses the far post. So they keep on pushing that. Hopefully, one's got to go in soon. Maybe one will lead to 2, it'll lead to 3 and 4, etc. The good thing is, at least you're creating.
In behind for Kiesewetter, Pulskamp off his line. Smartly and quickly off his line.
What a beautiful ball by DaCosta there. The outside of his left foot, bent it into the run of the centre forward. Unfortunately, just had a little bit too much weight on it, but just beautiful touch.
Barbier. Space on the left. Mushkalusa dumped down to the ground. And it'll be a free kick here for the home side.
Just a tiny bit late, I think. Really liking what I'm seeing down this left side of Sporting Kansas City 2. It seems like Dia and Mushkalusa have a really good communication going on. One goes in, the other one goes outside. If the other one goes outside, the other one goes in. So they're creating some opportunities down here. And I'm really, really happy to see that going on.
And it was a yellow card for that challenge from Marlon Santos, the number 10. Let's take a look at the foul that led to the yellow.
You see those in the Premier League every weekend where they stand on your foot. And most people go, God, what's he rolling around for? But these cleats are hardly made of anything nowadays. When you stand on a foot like that, it is painful.
And Mushkalusa wants revenge as he stands it up into the area. Garcia. And second header from Ayagua. Kept by Kuich. And a lot of space again on the left. Barbier to Dia looking for the run of Duke. And, well, he's kept it alive here with this enterprising work rate, Cam Duke. And now DaCosta, Marlon Santos, well, he's on a yellow card. A high boot there. Still, play on. Dia, quick feet into the area. A slide tackle to keep it in play. Only to the gloves of Sean Lewis.
Yeah, Santos got to be a little bit careful there. I mean, he just got a yellow card, and then he's flailing his feet all over the place. He could have made contact 3 or 4 times.
Perhaps lucky that Mushagalusa stayed up, stayed strong through those challenges. One to watch here on the near side of the pitch. And SKC2 again come down this way and into the feet of Mushagalusa.
Lucas, can we change speed there?
Kept here, you heard Paulo Nagamura. Loved the run of Cam Duke on that play. SKC recycled to the right side. Now Harris, lovely touch into his path and onto the left. Blocked by Jadama. Only one thought in Wilson Harris's mind there.
He's a true centre forward, isn't he? You give him half a chance, he's taking it. And unfortunately, the foot got in the way and it got blocked, but I'm all for that. You get an opportunity. They need a goal scorer. One of those goes in. And like I said, it leads to more. What a great ball from Duke.
How about that from Duke? And Lindsay looking first time. It was defended well. Sheldon able to block that cross from Lindsay, who keeps it alive. Mushagalusa turns the corner around Bourgeois, but forced back into the feet of Amadou Dia.
We're starting to see a little bit more of Cameron Duke now. He's penetrated the ball 2 or 3 times in this game already. What a great ball that was.
Chested down by Mushagalusa, and he gets there in the end, pokes it in behind for a goal kick, but a little bit of a mix-up at the back there for FC Tulsa.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the fullback thought the keeper was coming out or whether he just thought he had time, but give Mushagalusa a lot of credit there because he never gave up. The defender tried to block him off and misjudged the block and almost poked it away for the equalizer.
Very close there from Enoch Mushagalusa. And Doug McClagan rightfully pointing out the ball from Kave Rod as well.
Yeah, and getting back to Cam Duke, he's played several penetrating passes, but also he's made some really deep runs from midfield that have given opportunities for the ball to go into him.
So close on Sunday, Cam Duke, to his first professional goal. Cleared off the line after a lovely chip over the goalkeeper. And here he is running down Mo Jadama, and he almost got there as well.
Hey, find the gap.
And there's that work rate from Cam Duke. An awkward one for Barbier. And Kiesewetter able to get in behind the center back. Oh, and he's past Barbier. Kiesewetter, a lovely move now into the area. Intercepted by Kuich.
He almost ran out of ideas what to do there, and great play to get in there. Then that last pass, unfortunately, wasn't sure where to put it, and then it got intercepted.
Now Hernandez looking for the switch to Mushagalusa. He tried to touch it inside to Duke, and instead touched it right into the path of Bourgeois.
Yeah, it was the right idea, he just didn't catch it right. Comes off, and it's an absolutely beautiful touch.
And now Ayagua looking to switch play, and Jalen Lindsay is alert to the danger, heads it out, throwing on the far side.
Yeah, we're seeing both teams using that big, long diagonal ball from one side of the field to the opposite, and it's been quite effective for both teams tonight.
29th minute, FC Tulsa leading through Lucas Coutinho, getting his first goal for the club. And now intercepted by Dia, and he's streaking forward. He wanted the return. Gets back onto it, Amadou Dia. Looking for Mushagalusa in behind. And Jadama, boy, he's done really well there. Modou Jadama, and he's angry. He thought he had one. Throwing for his side.
I got to be honest, I thought he did too, but.
Well, you can call if you saw that it's opposite side.
Yeah, coach isn't too happy about it either.
Coaching staff for FC Tulsa on the near side had a good view of it as well, and it's upset that it was a throw given to the home side. So let's see if SKC2 can make something of it. Dia
Too late, Bradley. Too late.
for Kuich.
Cover now.
Sprays it over to the near side. Mushagalusa getting defenders on their heels. And Dia with a quick switch over to Rod. Hernandez for Lindsay. The captain, Jalen Lindsay. Finds Barber. Shifts it onto the right. Barber curling it into the area. Good cross. Headed out. Corner to come for SKC2.
What a great ball in. First of all, the patience of Sporting Kansas City 2 to move it from one side to the other to create the overload of numbers. And then the great one-on-one skills there to get in behind the fullback. And that is a fantastic cross. Unfortunately, it just landed on a white shirt instead of a blue.
Well defended by the number 10, Marlon Santos, back inside his area. But only concede this corner. Dia again towards the back post. Barbier's lurking. It's cleared towards Mushagalusa. They tried to shift it onto the right. He's crowded out. But Lindsay spots Kuich in space. Chest onto the left. It's a low cross. Defended by Bourgeois. And a good ball out from the right back as well. DaCosta. And he earns a foul.
Yeah, good defending by Bourgeois. He just sat at that front post. It wasn't the best of crosses by Kuich, and so it was easy for him to pick out and clear. But Sporting Kansas City 2 is doing very well. They're moving the ball from one side to the other. They're finding overloads with the two fullbacks and obviously getting in behind the Tulsa defense. Now they've just got to get bodies in the box and get on that ball when it comes in and finish. But good signs so far from them, I think.
An engaging opening half an hour here at Children's Mercy Park. From the restart, Barbier just into the back of Kiesewetter, and a few shouts from the FC Tulsa contingent. Rod dumping it into the channel. And intercepted, importantly so, by Matt Sheldon. And Duke was trying to force a turnover, but Jadama stepped well into midfield. So still with the visitors. Bradley Bourgeois. DaCosta. Delicate chip to the far side, and Lindsay in over the top of Dario Suarez. Here's a touch from Suarez around a defender, and he's played a lovely ball into the far side corner, whipped in at the near post. Rod able to clear for SKC2.
Good defending at the front post again. We've seen a lot of that tonight from both teams, of the centre backs sitting on that 6-yard box, and if the cross isn't good enough, then it's an easy clear. And both teams have done very well at stopping that ball get into the danger area.
Costa for Ayagua. Now Sheldon. Defended by Barber. And Barber blocks the cross. It'll be a corner to come.
Wait, come on. Come on. E, new boost. Loose. New 6. Hey, take me back, stick out. Come in, Peter.
Fourth corner of the first half for FC Tulsa.
In swing, left foot on the line. Seconds, go!
Taken short, and now curled in towards the 6, and Kave Rod got his head to that. Go all the way out towards the near side for a throw.
Good defending there. Good set piece by Tulsa. Ended up getting a 2v1 over there in the corner. When you get that man advantage, you know, it's hard for a defender to choose. He thought he was going to lay it off, and so went for that. And a quick shimmy of the hips from the winger, and he's outside him, and the ball's coming in the box. But like you said, good defending by Rod.
He just made his season debut for SKC2, Kave Rod, on Sunday. After an outstanding season in 2020 that led him to signing a homegrown deal for the MLS side, Sporting KC, on April 5th of this season. Barbier, cross for Rod. Hernandez quickly to his feet, and he's muscled it away, and here comes Wilson Harris. He lays it off for Barber, back for Harris! Oh, and a miss hit inside the area from Wilson Harris. And you expected the net to bulge when it got to the left foot of the 96 for SKC2.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You'd expect higher. That's because the bar's set high by him. You would expect at least a shot on target there, and he just, unfortunately, mistimed it and did not catch it right. He would love to have that one back, I guarantee you. You don't see that from him too often, so I think we can give him a little break there, but boy, normally he hits those on target, and they're usually goals.
Youngest ever player to 20 goals in the USL Championship, Wilson Harris. And another player who was signed an MLS deal after his exploits with SKC2. And he made his MLS debut in Houston just around a month ago. Perhaps a let-off there for FC Tulsa. And SKC2 again creating chances, but just unable to finish it off in the end. Well worked between DaCosta and Jadama. And now DaCosta wants to invite Santos. It's through the tackle of Dia, and now Santos 1v1 into the area. Quick step over, but Barbier gets a touch towards the back post, and Rod clears it away. Good last-ditch defending there from the two center backs.
Yeah, that's tremendous defending by Rod there, but look at this. Beautiful, takes just a little scissors. Good challenge there, but he managed to get up and cross it back in, and this ball in was a beautiful ball. If Rod is not there, that's going to be goal number 2, because he got it past the keeper. He knew where the keeper was, just put enough on into it to beat him, and that's great defending, good positioning.
Just able to keep that header away from his own net as well. Kave Rod. Another corner kick to come.
It's really important that Sporting Kansas City 2 does not give a goal up here 10 minutes before the half.
Take his shorts into the goal score. Coutinho surrounds Hernandez and it's all the way through to the edge of the box. Bourgeois back into the area, and Dia first there. Hernandez tries to help it on, and that one's harmlessly wide from Ayagua.
Yeah, Sporting's got to watch those corner kicks. They're sending 2 short, and I can tell you this, if you send 2 out there, they're probably not going to go. But if you only send 1, it's a 2-on-1 every time, and they'll take that. And you've seen it twice now where they think they're laying it off to the runner, and they just shimmy their hips and take it to the byline and cross it in, and it's been dangerous twice.
Another lovely move this time around Barbier, but Rod, well, calm under the pressure as well, Kave Rod. Here, John Pulskamp telling Kuic to turn, and he's trying to invite Mushagalusa forward. It's a lovely ball here into the left inside channel. Mushagalusa into the area, off the near post. Back to Mushagalusa. Post still rattling. Kuic blocked away, and now Barber. And the attack keeps coming from SKC2. Lindsay sidestepping around the defender. No, it's a hook slide, and it's out for a corner kick. Well, chance after chance here from SKC2, and another one off the woodwork from Enoch Mushagalusa.
Boy, look at that for a pass. That's a beauty. And then Mushagalusa, it's just so good on this one-on-one. It's just hard to defend against. You just don't know where he's going to go, and that is a thud of a shot. Just rocket against the post, and that's how unlucky, and the keeper got a finger to it.
Great save on second viewing there, Sean Lewis. Into the back from the corner, Mushagalusa picks it up, right-footed towards the 6. Great leap, and another one that goes just wide from SKC2, this time from Kave Rod.
Oh boy, they are so close, aren't they? They are so close. He had an opportunity, I think it was last week too, on Sunday, that just missed, and that one may even have been closer.
Oh, Wilson Harris in the end.
Oh, that's Harris, yeah.
Rod in the area, but Harris, the man who rose high and nodded just wide. This time Rod read that to perfection. And Hernandez, awareness, dip of the shoulder, and into attack for SKC2. Kuich trying to get it to Duke. Ayagua slides it away from danger. Well, just about 5 minutes left of this first half, Doug. It's been a pretty enthralling one between these two sides.
Oh, it's been a great game, really entertaining. And while it's only 1-0, I mean, it could be 3 or 4.
And here it comes again, Barber. Harris lets it go. It's past Mushagalusa.
Yeah, I like the idea, just unfortunately, he wasn't right behind it.
Barbier got there, but it's kept alive and kept in play. Rafael Santos, Marlon Santos, and Kave Rod knows he'll be going into the referee's pocketbook for that challenge as he upended Marlon Santos. It's a yellow card for Kave Rod.
Yeah, no arguments there. He knows he just was a little bit late, not intentional, but Santos just so quick. He got to the ball quicker than Rod did, and Rod already lifted up his hand and said, yeah, I know, that's a yellow. I got it. But again, that ball is playing. I can't tell you enough about DaCosta's left foot. It's the passes he's been playing. He just beautiful weight on the pass, and that pass there that he played out to Santos was probably the reason why Rod got the card, because it was just perfect for Santos and maybe just half a yard off for Rod. But he's just got a beautiful left foot. Here it is. Watch it. Look. Boom, look at that, right into his path.
Outstanding.
And that's probably a good kind of professional foul there, as they say, because if not, Santos is in.
Well, they say man or ball, but not both. That was on the minds of Kave Rod after that lovely pass. Rodrigo DaCosta already has an assist in the match, and he's standing over this set piece. Marlon still being seen to on the near sideline. Costa curling it in over everyone. Garcia nods it down into the area, blocked. Charged down by Amadou Dia. Oh, just wouldn't fall for Dario Suarez inside the area. And now Suarez is, DaCosta offside. And so chance dissolves for FC Tulsa.
That was a lovely ball in by DaCosta, but look at this redirection. Is that Garcia, I think, straight across the face of the goal. And what a block by Dia. He doesn't block that, and they're coming into the half with 3 minutes left, down by 2, and then they've got a mountain to climb. So great defending there, but beautiful ball in, beautiful header across the box, and great strike, great block.
Well, there's action on both ends of the pitch in this match. Kuich just got there ahead, and, well, it's a lovely ball into Harris. And now Barber, with attacking intent, clips it over towards Mushagalusa. Oh, first touch. Let him down a bit. And in the end, he tried to dribble it inside the area, and it's a foul and a free kick going towards the way of FC Tulsa.
I think he thought about hitting that first time, but to hit it first time would have been very difficult to do. But it almost looked like he thought about it, and then last minute thought, maybe not. And unfortunately, like you said, his first touch wasn't as good as he wanted it to be. It's a good ball in. Yeah, he looked like he was dropping his shoulder, ready to hit it. Guess we'll never know.
And he and Dia combined for the foul, which FC Tulsa pump up the left-hand side of the pitch. Grayson Barber wins a free kick here for SKC2. So we're into the final 90 seconds of normal time here at Children's Mercy Park. First half that's flown by. And Kuich has flown through the defense, and he's looking in behind for Harris. Boy, that was awfully close combination from Kuich and Wilson Harris.
Yeah, it was a great ball. I don't think Harris knew it was coming, and by the time he found it or saw that it was coming, it was just a little bit too late. But great idea, great penetrating pass.
Well, it's been a birthday performance from Petr Kuich. Not the first foray into attack for the defensive midfielder here. And now Duke 1v1 on the near side. Mushkalusa touches inside, loses a defender. Hernandez touching inside the box, and he goes down. And he looks towards the referee. Nothing given for a penalty, but a foul here will lead to a free kick.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, nah, that's not a PK. I think he got ball in the challenge there.
And a free kick late on as we're just about to cross into stoppage time here in Kansas City. 2 minutes added on, minimum of stoppage time. We've moved into those 2 minutes now. Felipe Hernandez, the all-time assist leader in SKC2 history, standing over this with Amadou Dia. And it will be Hernandez towards the penalty spot, headed out by Bourgeois. Lovely touch from Dia. Tackled out of play, and a throw in for SKC2. Hernandez over one, back from Harris. Just wouldn't fall for Felipe Hernandez. It's kept on the clearance by Barbier, and now Lindsay looking for Hernandez. He tried to slide in, and he's done so. He wins it high up the pitch. Hernandez, low cross into the area. Barber deflected out, and it will be a corner. More pressure from SKC2.
The knocking on the door, as you say. This is great work here to steal that ball, and a great ball in, and I think it just went behind Barber. If it had been in front, I think Barber's hitting it first time, but I think he had to turn on it and hit it, and just by that time the block came in. So here's an opportunity right at half-time to maybe get into this game here.
Again, it's Dia and Hernandez. Left foot of Dia. Rod is there. Couldn't direct the header on frame. Just 15 seconds or so of the minimum 2 minutes to go. So one final attack here at the end of the first half. Barbier for Rod. Tries to pump it forward. Mushkalusa challenging. It's over his head, but into the feet of Barber, who's into the area. Oh, and it's finished! Cam Duke! A lovely slotted finish for his first goal as a professional. Cam Duke levels the score right on the stroke of halftime, 1-1.
And what a goal. What a great decision there by Kaveh Rad to go over the top there to find, I think, Mushkalusa. And a great ball in, and sure, I'm not there. Yeah, he went up for the challenge, he missed it. It was Barber that played the ball in. Great pass in, but what a finish by the youngster. That's tremendous.
Side foots it right on the penalty spot to level the score just before halftime. Cam Duke, well, he wanted to make up for that slip that led to the Tulsa goal, Cam Duke, and boy, has he. Sensational strike right before halftime. Cam Duke on the score sheet for the first time as a professional. Grayson Barber with the assist. Doug McClagan, it's 1-1 at halftime.
What a game. It's been fantastic. I'm really enjoying this game. It's end-to-end. There's chances galore. SKC2 needs to finish more of the chances, but what a game. It's really fun.
End-to-end stuff here in this Central Division clash. Halftime, and it's 1-1, Sporting KC2 against FC Tulsa. Halftime at Children's Mercy Park. An entertaining encounter between Sporting KC2 and FC Tulsa. And it's tied at 1 goal apiece after 45 minutes. 45 intriguing minutes to come. But first, let's look at some fresh faces for Sporting Kansas City, including the assist man in the first half, Grayson Barber.
Hi, I'm Hizi.
And me, I'm Remy.
We are here to answer the question. Let's go, guys. The name of the pizza with pineapple is Hawaii, right?
Hawaii pizza. Yeah. This is bad, huh?
No.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm good.
Nothing, we're good here.
Nothing. Daniel. Shaloy.
Gadji.
Ah, Gadji is a legend too. Yeah, both legend. Whiskey for me.
No alcohol for me, please.
Hey. Like this, huh? Like this. Huh?
No.
Me too, sparkling water. And I play against Napoli at home for qualification to Champions League. And I'm on the field. I play in the 11 first, and we see the stadium is full, and the music of the Champions League come, and it's amazing. First time to me, and it's perfect.
Myself, I have several moments in my career. I enjoy myself a lot, and but the last few things is just to be back on the field yesterday with the team here. So.
Thank you for the question, and see you later.
Thank you, guys. See you. Bye-bye.
Well, my apologies. It was the two French fresh faces for Sporting Kansas City. But Grayson Barber saying Sacre Bleu with that assist in the first half. It's 1-1, Sporting KC2 and FC Tulsa. And we'll be right back to take a look at all the highlights from a thrilling first 45 minutes at Children's Mercy Park.
I get an interesting text from someone in the Phoenix organization talking about how big and physical that game was, and maybe they didn't necessarily know it was going to be just like that. I think they got a good taste. By the way, in case you're wondering, Forrest Lasso is competing for the Summer Olympics in gymnastics. Just wanted you to know. What you
So
got
is
next?
Lee Cohen. He was part of that routine.
Bring it to me.
Forrest Lasso, the defender of the year, leaping over the ad boards and pirouetting his way toward the dugout.
Brought down one time, what a strike! Dion, he now has a brace. Bonilla on the board. Into the back net, Dylan Miras. Ketterer sends it out. And a goal there by El Paso.
1-1, the halftime score here at Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City, Kansas. Sporting KC2 and FC Tulsa level at the break, and there have been chances galore in this one. Let's get to the first half highlights. And early on, FC Tulsa taking the lead after this turnover in midfield.
Yeah, this is all down to a beautiful ball, but watch the first touch. Sets it up, takes a short second one, just taps it away. Beautiful finish. Nothing Postcamp could do about that.
First goal for the club for Lucas Coutinho, and thanks Rodrigo da Costa. Second assist in as many games against SKC2. Here was good defending from Gabe Rod.
Yeah, way to read the position and just positioned himself right. And that, look at that, what a ball there.
Halftime just about coming to a close here at Children's Mercy Park. Sporting KC 2 and FC Tulsa tied at 1 goal apiece after a sensational first 45 minutes. What does the second half have in store for us here on a lovely evening in Kansas City, Kansas? Well, it's a lovely Eastern Conference matchup in the Central Division in this one. And the Eastern Conference takes center stage when the USL on ESPN continues on ESPN Deportes Tuesday, June 15th. It's a clash of Midwestern powers as Indy 11 look to continue their hot start, welcoming perennial playoff contenders Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC to the mic. Catch the pair of beasts of the East on Tuesday night with kickoff scheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on ESPN Deportes. News on the pitch here at Children's Mercy Park as it's the first substitution of the match. Kembo Kibato checking in for Marlon Santos, who was on a yellow card. And so Kibato, who started the last 2 matches, back into the lineup for the second half in this one. A fun first 45 between Sporting KC2 and FC Tulsa. Will SKC2 add another win to this all-time series? Or will FC Tulsa make it 2 from 2 on the season against SKC2? 3 points up for grabs in the second half here at Children's Mercy Park. A beautiful Wednesday night in Kansas City. And we're back underway at Children's Mercy Park. And it's a quick turnover, a poor pass to the left side. Mushagalusa into the area. And he's eventually muscled off it for a goal kick. Well, and early questions along the back for FC Tulsa. Joined by Doug McClagan, I'm Carter Augustine, and a chance right from the off for SKC2 there.
Yeah, loose pass from Ayagua that was picked up by Mushagalusa, and then excellent defending there by Bourgeois. Just like you said, muscled him off the ball. But that was a little shaky start for Tulsa FC.
Well, there's end-to-end stuff in the first half, and already action on one end here early on in the second. Jerome Kiesewetter whistled for the foul there, and Caberrad puts it down and puts it back into play for SKC2. Coming to this match, 3 draws and 3 losses, the home side, looking for that first win of the season. FC Tulsa started the season 3 wins on the trot before 2 weeks ago, falling for the first time a tough loss in Atlanta. They're trying to get back on the right track. Lindsay into Barber. That's a beautiful turn under pressure. And now Harris swiveling. His shot deflected into the air. It's a poor clearance. Hernandez fakes the shot. Now looking inside, and Harris picks it back up, and SKC2 have picked things right back up from the end of the the end of the first half. Rod and Hernandez inside for Barber. Lays it off, and Hernandez dumping it behind for Harris. And some lovely stuff there from SKC2, but just faltering at the final step.
Yeah, beautiful ball in there, but I think Barber and Harris weren't sure who it was for, and they both kind of stopped in their tracks. But SKC2 coming out, starting the second half on top. One of the stats that was kind of funny for me to see at halftime was the possession. I think it was 63-30. And if you remember the first 15 minutes, Tulsa was all over Sporting Kansas City 2. So that tells you that the next 30 was all Sporting Kansas City 2. And it looks like they've started off the same way as they ended the first half. Under control, keeping possession, with patience, moving that ball around to create the opportunity to hopefully finish and get a win.
Lovely dip of the shoulder from Hernandez, and he loses his marker, and still Hernandez just into a third defender and losing out Felipe Hernandez.
You're right, the shimmy he just did there, and here's one for young players watching. The reason he did it is because he looked over his shoulder before he got the ball, and he knew the defender wasn't there, so he just faked like he was going forward, let it run by him, and beat the defender quite easily. Tremendous play.
Oh, and this match is a bit of a different story from the one on May 1st for SKC2, where the hosts, oh, more on that, because here comes Hernandez. Rebound loose for Barber. He slots it into the far corner. And Grayson Barber with his first goal as a pro. Well, he had the assist for the equalizer, and Grayson Barber now puts SKC2 up by 2-1.
Well, I mean, we've seen Felipe Hernandez strike those balls, and that keeper could not hold it because the thing was moving all over the place. He took it down, and there's only one thing on his mind here. He's hitting it, and he can strike a ball. We know that. Great follow-up, and we have another first. That's 3 goals tonight, all of them their first goals. And SKC2 has now scored 2 goals in 1 game, and before that, they'd scored 2 goals all season, so maybe things are clicking together.
Things certainly clicking for Grayson Barber, who celebrates on a lovely rebound finish. His first goal as a pro. Well, he was signed up in the offseason as a homegrown signing for Sporting Kansas City. After starring at Clemson, an ACC title in 2020, and he led the nation in assists with the Clemson Tigers. And he's got a goal and an assist here tonight. Has to be his best performance in his young pro career, Grayson Barber.
Oh, absolutely, and you can imagine the confidence that is going to give him. Sporting Kansas City 2 has got to keep this going, though. And I don't think they will, but they can't sit back and say, all right, we got to lead and we got to protect it now. I say they keep on playing this way, and maybe they get 3 or 4 tonight.
Continuing to press here, just under the foot of Hernandez, but a heavy touch there from Ayagua, inviting the challenge from Kulich. And Rod able to complete the clearance. That's a poor pass along the back from Garcia. Mushagalusa used his strength well to hold up play there for SKC2 and hold on to possession.
Yeah, we talked about turnovers before for SKC2, but Tulsa FC's created by themselves a few turnovers that have been very dangerous for them, and that's something they're going to have to watch too. Turnovers in here, it looks like SK2 is on fire, so you can't afford to turn that ball up in the midfield and let them go in the opposite direction.
Build-up play is sensational here, and it's in towards Mushagalusa as he heads it over the crossbar, but some lovely build-up from SKC2.
Yeah, good attempt, but that ball was always climbing over his head, and so there's no way he could get on top of that. Maybe just a little bit too much on it from Barber.
Well, I was going to say, in the first matchup between these two sides, back on May 1st in Oklahoma, it was 60% of the ball to Tulsa FC. That was the first match of the season for Sporting KC2. Much different story so far this evening.
Yeah, they did have a lot of young boys out that first game, didn't they, SKC2? And they've still, don't get me wrong, they've still got a lot of young boys out here right now, but I can tell you that they're a little bit more experienced with 4 or 5 games under the belt, that's for sure.
7 players, 21 or under. That man, Peter Kulich, just missing the cutoff because he turned 22 today. So, plenty of youth in display for SKC2, and here's one of them, Wilson Harris. And Kulich. Dia and Mushagalusa again into the area, and he earns a corner kick. Well, defenders don't like when this man is running at them in attack for SKC2.
Yeah, because you never know what way he's going. He can go right, he can go left. He drops his shoulder, and if you go with the shoulder, he cuts the other way. So very, very creative, and yeah, he would be a nightmare to play against.
Came up through the Rapids Academy before scoring 27 goals in one season at Salt Lake Community College. Not a bad return for Mushagalusa. He's earned a corner here. Hernandez whipping it in! Lovely delivery! And Kave Rod into the goals. It's 3-1 SKC2.
Well, what a ball in. That's the first thing, but then for him to get up and win that challenge and poke it in the far post, you can just see the confidence these boys are playing with right now. And it's a great ball in. I think that's Hernandez, and he just climbed above and just grazed off the forehead and into the far post, and no one sits on that post anymore, which I'm not so fond of, but if there's a defender there, that's a clearance. Nobody does it anymore, so it's a free goal there. So great challenge by Rod in the box. They're now up 3-1, and they are playing with some major league confidence.
Sporting KC2 in full flow here. And Kave Rod onto the score sheet. His first goal as well, Kave Rod.
Ooh, that was real close. He could be in trouble for getting a yellow for kicking the ball away here. Ref's just gonna have a word with him. But that offside there was not, oh, maybe he is pulling out the yellow, yep. Harris just gets a yellow for kicking the ball away. Maybe said something after it too, I'm not sure, but wasn't too far offside if he was indeed offside, which the linesman gave him.
What a moment for Kave Rod. Just his second appearance of the season for SKC2. He was an ever-present last year. He's gone and got his first goal as a professional, Kave Rod. Well, 3 goals scored by SKC2, 3 goals from Sporting Kansas City Academy products, and 3 players netting their first goals as professionals so far. A lovely evening in Kansas City.
It is. May not be for Kuich here. I think he just took a cleat to the ankle.
Eric Bird checking in for the goal scorer, Lucas Coutinho. He's back in action, Bird, after starting the first 2 matches of the season for FC Tulsa, on for his first substitute appearance.
Kuich is limping a little bit, but for his birthday, he's not coming off today. There's no chance, and he's really had a good game too.
Still feeling that left ankle, Kuich. Starting his 5th match in a row for SKC2. And just one of 3 players not on loan from Sporting Kansas City, Peter Kuich. Still trying to prove himself.
So here's a question for you. Obviously, they came out with the same lineup today as the other day, and they've had a very, very good performance. So do you think it will be a consistent lineup like this, or will it change like we've seen in the past? There's a question for you to ponder.
Question for Paulo Nagamura to ponder. Here's a challenge, and Hernandez wanting the yellow as he was striding forward. Well, it seems to be different lineups on the road as opposed to at home for Sporting Kansas City 2, as you expect. So many players available to loan once they're here at Children's Mercy Park. And the next match is next Wednesday at Atlanta United. Quite possibly we'll see some changes there. They're trying to hold on to a 3-1 lead here against FC Tulsa, which would be their first 3 points of the season. And they're just slipping in attack now Matt Sheldon, and he's called for the handball. We started the match at left back. Sheldon.
You have to release it.
Here's there's been a bit of a reshuffling with the subs that have come on for FC Tulsa. Pull scan. Just trying to draw the defense in. Over the top, Mushkalusa eased off it by Bourgeois.
That's a nice turn and a great ball out wide.
Sheldon coming inside for DaCosta. Oh, through the legs of Hernandez. Smooths and eyes. The nutmeg from DaCosta. Garcia. DaCosta allowed the turn. Kuich saw that move coming, but it's still with DaCosta, and he's still dribbling. Kiesewetter to Sheldon. And Sheldon in the area. And he blazes it high and wide at the near post. And it's a goal kick for SKC too.
Yeah, great work by DaCosta to get it out there, but unfortunately Sheldon didn't hit it right, and it's sailed way over the bar.
And again, you heard the displeasure from DaCosta and Kiesewetter gathered at the 6-yard box. They were expecting a return pass. And, well, they made their displeasure known.
Yeah, and Sheldon's normally better than that, but give him some credit. He's been playing left back for most of the game, and now they've moved him up front. So they've obviously changed a little bit of the, not necessarily formation, but just the players in different positions. And that's more like his normal position.
Turn it over from Kuich. And FC Tulsa trying to come forward. It's through the slide tackle of Lindsay. DaCosta. Well read by Barbier. A loose touch, and Duke pounces on it for SKC2. And he can launch a counterattack here for the hosts. Mushkalusa. He's got Harris outside. It's Mushkalusa. Oh, and Harris intercepts. Saved. Sean Lewis. Whoa, and Wilson Harris thought he had just snuck in behind and stole a sneaky one there.
Well, he was given a bit of a gift there, wasn't he? And there's the turnover. Great work there by Duke to start the turnover. And then he thought he was safe, played the ball back, and oh dear, good save by the goalkeeper. And I think that was Bourgeois, maybe. And the goalkeeper just saved him big time, else that would have been a little embarrassing for him.
Meanwhile, Wilson Harris looks a bit peeved that he didn't put that in the back of the net. Dia and Hernandez again to take this ensuing corner kick. We're into the final half hour. Dia rolls it for Hernandez, curling it in towards Barbier. Good header from Sheldon. Clears the area, but oh, how about that touch from Mushkalusa? And Barber just about keeps it alive for SKC2. Paulo Nagamura yells simple from his near touchline, and some simple passes here in the build-up. Mushkalusa and Barber don't combine there. Ayagua stepping in for FC Tulsa. And now Kuich through Eric Bird, and a free kick for the visitors.
Keep working, guys, come on.
Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Good, Bradley, good.
Garcia under pressure. Watch out, Hernandez right on his shoulder, so he turns back for Sean Lewis. Rod challenging with Suarez, and it's picked up. Second ball by Kuich.
One thing you brought up earlier, which just seeing more of it tonight, is just the opposition doesn't have much time on the ball. And of the games I've seen so far this year, it hasn't been like this. But I think that's probably with the confidence and being ahead 3-1, but the energy level is just top notch. There's just no time on the ball for Tulsa.
Stringing some passes together here, and it's on the left side now, going against Lindsay. Lovely turn from DaCosta, but matched by the defensive prowess of Kave Rod. Barber tumbled to the turf, and he wanted to foul. It won't be given. It'll be a throw-in. But Kave Rod here, sensing the danger in the turn from DaCosta.
Yeah, great defending, great strength, but I think he was waiting for the keeper to come out and collect this. He says, come on, keep, come get it, will you? But great strength there.
There's a loose pass, and Duke again will pounce on it. Referee thought about putting the whistle to his lips. Instead, it's with Kibato.
How many times has Cameron Duke been almost stealing the ball off the midfielders and creating offense? I got at least 3 or 4 in this game so far.
Well, now he's creating some offense as he's got a 4-on-3, and Cam Duke is leading the break here for SKC2. Over for Mushagalusa, who's trying to curl it, and he slams the ground in frustration. It's out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's trying to do what he did last Sunday and earlier on in this game, but everything was off that time. And it was a 4-on-3, like you said. Maybe he should have moved the ball a little bit quicker, find the open guy for an easier finish. But, you know, when you're a forward and that's what you're used to doing, that's what you do.
So that 4-on-3 break, bit of a reprieve for FC Tulsa. Kiesewetter, well, he's frustrated, but he's called for the foul. Well, Jerome Kiesewetter has a decent record here at this stadium. He appeared in Olympic qualifying for the U.S. U23s in the 2015 edition of that qualifying tournament. And here he partnered Jordan Morris up top in a 3-1 victory over Canada. Had an assist inside 34 seconds in that match. Jerome Kiesewetter hasn't quite panned out the way he had hoped when he made his 2 caps for the United States back in 2016. Harris lays it off for Mushagalusa, and it's into the goalkeeper's arms.
Yeah, good attempt at a little combination there, just didn't come off. But again, when you're running at defenders, it puts defenders in fear, and if that comes off, it's a beautiful give and go for a finish.
Harris now, and Barber can keep this in play, and he does so. Lindsay with his eyes up, first time into Harris. Oh, he tried to touch it into his own path there, Harris, and it's up and over the defense into the arms of the keeper.
Yeah, not a bad ball in, but really tough to control that one. There's a little foul by Hernandez.
That was just what you're saying, Doug. No time on the ball there. Bird harried by Hernandez. 2 changes to come for SKC2. Duke, the older Duke, I should say, Christian Duke getting readied. So too Roger Smith. Well, that's under the foot of Rod, but he'll tell everyone that's what he meant.
That might be his first mistake of the game, I think. Fortunately, he ran straight to the keeper.
Harris, well, how about that strength, holding up the challenge of Jadama.
Come on, Gerson, come on.
And it continues
Cam,
as it
get
was
connected,
wrestled
Cam.
back by
Inside
FC
Cam.
Tulsa.
Come on, E.
Now Bourgeois for Garcia. And a bit of a spell of possession here for the visitors, who have found it hard to come by in this second half. Kibato back infield for Bird. Switches it over to the right side. Good touch under pressure, and it's still with FC Tulsa.
Give him in front, Duke! Give him in front, Duke!
Patient build up from FC Tulsa.
Dookie, right shoulder!
Now looking over the top, Duke is challenging. Well, it's in behind Rod. Pulscamp's out, and it's a save for Pulskamp. And now Barbier continues and helps clear it on for SKC2.
I think Rod got that off the line, but I think it was him that made the mistake that made it get there. I think he just misjudged the bounce maybe in here. Yeah, he misjudged that. And then a good effort, but good recovery to get back on the line to get his body in the way.
And it was hands to it from Polskamp, and then the second clearance off the line from Rod. Barbier was there. And now Christian Duke checking in for Petr Kuic. A happy 22nd birthday to Petr Kuic. He's replaced in the 69th minute. And Roger Smith on for Grayson Barber. And so, a special moment here for the Duke family as Christian and Cam Duke on the pitch together. More on that in a second, because here comes SKC2 again, and Harris forces the clearance from Jadama.
I'm sure Mr. Chris Duke, that's dad, will be a very proud dad right now to see the two boys playing together.
For the very first time as professionals, and look at that. Exchanging some tactical words and maybe some congratulations from older brother Christian.
Hey, he touched it! He touched it! Hey!
He touched it! Aggressive.
Again, guys, hey.
Here you go, Sean.
And again, come on, high toes.
Corner kick in towards the back post, but it's an easy one in the end for Lewis. Now Bird trying to streak away from Rod. How about the closing speed from this young center back?
Handball!
And now shouts for handball as Ayagua slips there.
Hit him on the hand, but I don't think he'd give a handball for that. But
certainly SKC2 want to know, how about this interception? Lindsay, and he's through the challenge of Bird. Jalen Lindsay streaming forward for Musha Galusa. Onto the left. And into a couple of white shirts there in defense.
yeah, I'd like to see that again, but I think maybe Jalen Lindsay gave that ball a little too early. He could have taken another step and then laid it off, but it could have been a first-time strike. But again, another steal. This time it's Lindsay, and he carries it all the way up. I thought, well, maybe he could have taken another touch, brought in Garcia, and then laid it off. But good defending all the same.
A yellow card was given to Eric Bird for his attempt to bring Jalen Lindsay down. Good advantage played by the referee. As now Musha Galusa challenging on the back of Kabato. And FC Tulsa working things around. And a double sub to come here with a throw for the visitors. Solomon Kwambe checking in for Dario Suarez. It's his first appearance of the season. And Stanley Ogenbort checking in for Rafael Ayagua. Here's the yellow card on Eric Bird. Well, it's a turnover high up the pitch here, and DaCosta sliding it in behind. Dia on the slide, preventing the attack building for FC Tulsa. They'll again look to the long throw. We haven't seen this in some time. They had plenty in the first half. Launched in towards the near post. Dia standing up tall to that challenge. That's out for a throw into FC Tulsa. Well, it's an emotional week for everyone in Tulsa and for the club, as It was the centennial of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre on May 31st. Here come Swarta! Gets it too! Are you kidding me? J. Smith with an absolute scorcher. 4-1 SKC2.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was his first touch, wasn't it? I mean, what a first touch if it was. Again, a turnover, but one touch, two touch, oh, wow. You're not stopping that one. Good effort by Lewis, but he got a hold of that one, and when it rains, it pours, right? 4-1.
J. Smith hardly onto the pitch. He gets his first goal for the club. And what a way to do it. It gets better every time you watch it. The strike from J. Smith. 4-1. Sporting Kansas City 2 lead now over FC Tulsa. Well, it slipped it behind, and this is speed building into attack. Pulskamp stands tall. And the rebound is put just wide. A chance right up the other end of the pitch for FC Tulsa.
Well, it's non-stop entertainment, isn't it? This is a great flick. Look at that. I went through the legs, but great flick through. And Pulskamp's on his toes, and that's just, he just made his body big, caught him on the knees. And this second one, I'm not sure if that was a pass or I think it was a pass, but it didn't miss the far post by much either.
And now a sub, an appearance for Bailey Sparks, who replaces Felipe Hernandez. And likewise, Caden Pierre on for Enoch Mushagalusa. A couple of academy products checking in for Sporting Kansas City 2 here for the final 15 minutes. It's a late challenge from Stanley Ogumbor through the back of Jalen Lindsay. And a free kick here for the hosts. And you can just hear the words from Matthew Thompson, our referee. He doesn't want any more of those type of tackles in the match. Harris posting up, it's off his chest, and Bailey Sparks couldn't quite get to that, but he gets to this one. Duke for Lindsay. Harris tried to flick that into the path of Sparks. And it's come off Harris last. A rueful smile from the forward as a throw-in, and time for the final substitution of the match for FC Tulsa. As Leo Fala checks in for Modu Jadama. First appearance for the club for Leo Fala, coming over from the Chattanooga Red Wolves. Stellar season in 2020 for the USL 1 side.
Oh, great footwork by Duke.
How about this? And he's streaming forward, trying to lay it off for Smith, and a slide tackle from Bourgeois. Cam Duke putting himself together quite the evening as well.
Just the pace and the quickness of his feet, just amazing there. Been some big performances tonight from Sporting Kansas City 2 players, and it's just got to build so much confidence for the next games that are coming up. And this will be the, I mean, unless something really changes, be their first win of the season.
Well, they're full value for the 4-1 lead at this point, Sporting Kansas City 2, and here they come again. Lindsay down the right, curling it in towards the back post. Smith might be able to handle this. And he does. Back for Dia. Now Barbier sauntering into the attacking half. Christian Duke over the top, and this should trickle out for a goal kick.
Yeah, a little bit too much on that, and Smith didn't read the play, so he's always going to run out for a goal kick.
Well, as I was saying, the centennial of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre took place just a couple days ago, and today a wonderful moment as the Greenwood Rising History Museum had its ribbon cutting. FC Tulsa, in their own words, played a, quote, small part in helping to fund that new museum down in Tulsa. And I urge you to go ahead and check out all the wonderful things the Tulsa community is putting together in remembrance of such a horrible tragedy in our nation's history. Plenty of emotions this week for everyone in Tulsa, and some wonderful scenes from those centennial observations. Here comes Caden Pierre. He wins a corner for Sporting Kansas City too.
Yeah, great ball in there by Lindsay, but when Caden Pierre lifted his head up, he noticed nobody was with him, so really didn't have anybody to deliver the ball to, so just patiently kept possession and got a corner out of it. Deere in no rush to get over there to take it.
Well, the firsts keep coming for Sporting Kansas City too, because that was Roger Smith's first goal as a professional. And he's awaiting the delivery, posted up next to the goalkeeper for this corner. It's through everybody, and then, well, an awkward one, and Barbier called for the foul at the back post.
I'm not sure if he stood on Garcia or whatever, but just a clumsy challenge, and referee called it.
Into the final 10 minutes at Children's Mercy Park. And SKC2 with an all-time 7-1-1 series lead against FC Tulsa.
Talked about work rate, and Christian Duke, his work rate is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. He's flying all over the place, making challenges that, you know, but they're up 4-1 and he's flying all over the place. He's just tremendous.
Well, his 30th birthday comes in 3 days, Christian Duke, and I gotta tell you, Jamie Washington and the kitchen staff for Sporting are gonna have to get ready with the birthday cakes. With all these players having birthdays, Duke turns 30 in 3 days. You got Kave Rad's birthday coming up in 2 weeks or so. Amadou Dia next Monday. Felipe Hernandez as well in the next week. Be busy birthday celebrations indeed. Talked about Peter Kuich, his birthday today. But you said it, Doug McLagan, Christian Duke still with an engine that just doesn't quit. Of course, one of the best players in SKC2 history, starting all 72 matches for SPR back in 2016 and 2017 in those back-to-back Western Conference Championship years for Sporting Kansas City 2. And Christian Duke came back last season, and he's in the midfield here again tonight.
Oh, what a great player to have. I mean, you're filled and surrounded with youngsters, and then you've got someone that's such a good role model. And, you know, he's about to turn 30, and he works harder than anybody on this field. And when you've got young kids, that is a fantastic role model to see someone at that age with everything he's done, playing with kids, and yet he's still working his tail off, showing everybody how it should be done. So give him props.
As we mentioned, a really special moment for him and Cam Duke here this evening as they share the fields as professionals for the very first time. Cam Duke celebrating it with his first goal as a pro. And He's pressing high up the pitch here in the final stages. So too Wilson Harris. He's played around Harris and it's just getting there. Ahead of the challenge was Falla. And now in behind. Barad is right on the spot. Lindsay to Duke, who just kind of faked over his right shoulder and went back to the left. Pierre in for Sparks, intercepted. But out of play on the near touchline, a throw to come for SKC2.
Yeah, we were talking about the Dukes earlier. Well, Dad wasn't a bad player either. He played a little indoor soccer for Kansas City Comets, and he was a heck of a player. So obviously runs in the blood, doesn't it?
You see this evening why Cam Duke is so highly regarded. Just turned 20 this year, Cam Duke. And now sprinting down the left, full of confidence, Roger Smith. And why not after that scorcher for the fourth? Duke now, well, it came off Falla in the ends, and he has to stop it from going out for a corner.
Yeah, we were talking about his footwork earlier. That wasn't his best footwork.
Duke just stumbling that ball into Falla's path, but it's turned back over, and now Christian for Cam. He lays it out for Barbier. Harris turns and invites Jalen Lindsay forward. Lindsay. Well, Pierre normally appears as a right back, but he's on as a right winger. The final stages of this one, and well, that's a really poor challenge from Jerome Kiesewetter. It's a yellow card for the Tulsa number 9.
I was just laughing to myself for a second there because Barbier, the centre-back, was playing like centre-forward for the last 3 minutes. It's like we're up 4-1. I want a piece of the pie too.
High up the pitch for Danny Barbier. Final substitution of the match comes for SKC2 as Wilson Harris, well, on a normal night, you would have expected him to take one of his chances, but he did lead the line in a match that saw 4 goals scored by the time he came off the pitch.
Yeah, he's had a solid performance. You don't always have to score, but it's always nice when he does because he's a centre forward. But he had a very good, solid performance tonight and definitely helped in the 4 goals, that's for sure.
Replaced by Ropapa Mensah, who will try and get one over on his old Nashville teammate Bradley Bourgeois. Pierre now coming forward, and he's looking for Mensah, and it's eventually slashed away. Well, that was lightning quick from back to front.
Yeah, didn't really get enough on it to find the forward.
Mensah battling inside the area, and he's, well, battled a bit too hard for the referee's liking. It's a free kick against Mensah. Free kick for FC Tulsa, who are in the middle of their longest road swing of the season. It comes at the beginning of the 2021 campaign. FC Tulsa, it's their 3rd match in a 4-game road trip. So they're away on Sunday at Birmingham Legion. And Duke tried to get through the legs of Bird there, but Bird tackles it well. And into attack come FC Tulsa. Sheldon trying to get the run on Dia. Now Dia blocked that cross, but it's back. FC Tulsa, and a lovely tackle there from Christian Duke. Roger Smith gives it right back.
A dangerous tackle there by Duke, but the timing was perfect, and he got all ball.
This one goes all the way through the penalty area. It's picked up on the near side by Kwambe. He's just looking to serve the ball into the area there, Kwambe, but instead goes back to Kabato. And now Falla. It's around Sparks. And over towards Sheldon. Rather lazy cross all the way through the back line and out for a goal kick.
Good communication there from the back line. I'm not sure if it was Lindsay or Rod. Just told Polskamp it's going out, leave it alone, because it would have been a dodgy one to catch, and if he goes to catch it and gives a corner away, there's an opportunity. So great communication there at the back.
Polskamp was team of the week in the USL Championship for his match on Sunday. 6 saves in that 0-0 against El Paso Locomotive. And, well, if you know John Polskamp, he'll be upset that SKC2 let one in here this evening.
Yeah, I don't think there's much he could do about it, though. But, yeah, you're right, he would be upset.
But he has been in charge of a draw, and now it looks to be all 3 points for the first time for Sporting Kansas City 2. That one just about stayed at the feet of Oldenborg, and then he's called for the foul. Sporting KC2 set to continue their dominance of FC Tulsa. We'll get back to the dominance after conceding the first loss to FC Tulsa in club history back on May 1st. One more in the win column for Sporting Kansas City 2. Second ball falls to Sparks, and well, he just forgot to take it with him there for a half second. Squeezed out by a couple of Tulsa players, and now Lindsay touching it around Kibato, and it's a foul and a free kick in a dangerous position for Sporting KC2 if they want to try one more attempt on goal here. Being told there will be 3 minutes added on here at the end of the match.
I think Diaz probably going to whip this in with his left foot. There's a chance for the new centre forward, Barbia, to get on this one.
And it will be into those 3 minutes now. Dia in towards the near post, just over Duke. Smith is trying to hold things up, and drops it back for Dia. Standing it up towards the back post. He's looking for Barbier. Headed away by Garcia.
Yeah, good defending by Garcia there.
Come on, guys.
Well, it's been a very, very entertaining game. Obviously, more entertaining for SKC2 than Tulsa, but it's been a good game to watch. Really enjoyable.
Chances on both ends in the first half really turned into a one-way street in the second half. Well, Sparks, lovely move. Around one defender. Shot clatters into the second. It's the first appearance at home for Bailey Sparks. So a lovely moment for him. He's on for the final 15 minutes or so. Well, that went through the wickets of 2 Sporting KC2 players before Christian Duke was able to mop things up.
Hey, sprint solo! Sprint solo!
90 seconds to go in stoppage time. And Leo Fala doesn't understand why he was called for the foul there, but it's a foul and a free kick for SKC2.
He's just keen. He wanted to win the ball. Unfortunately, went through the back of Mensah to do it.
Polskamp taking his time for delivering long towards Mensah. Just challenging with follow. Drops to Bourgeois. And here's Bourgeois again. Well, there's the former teammates, and just a little nibble at the heels from Mensah. Those two played together with Nashville. Things just dwindling to a close here at Children's Mercy Park. performance from the home side to overturn a 1-0 deficit in the first half.
It's been a very well-disciplined, high-intensity game here from SKC2. Probably for Tulsa, not a great time to have Corrales and Rivas out of the lineup, and I'm sure they won't have them Sunday either, but they've got to recover and get back on track.
Sporting Kansas City 2 celebrate their first victory of the season, and it's a night of firsts for everyone on the goal sheet for Sporting Kansas City 2, as FC Tulsa took the lead through an early goal. First goal for the club from Lucas Coutinho, but after that it was all SKC2. Cam Duke with his first goal as a professional, leveling the score just before halftime, and then in the second half, goals scored by Grayson Barber, his first as a pro. Kave Rad, his first as a pro. And so too, Roger Smith, with perhaps the pick of the bunch, adding a fourth. Full time here in Kansas City, Sporting KC 2, 4, FC Tulsa 1. We'll be right back to wrap things up from an entertaining match between SKC 2 and FC Tulsa. Full time here at Children's Mercy Park, and celebrations for Sporting Kansas City 2 as they get their first victory of the season by a score of 4-1 over FC Tulsa. Joined by Doug McClagan, we'll take a look at